Namaste, everyone, and welcome. So here we are for Friday for Anchor the Light meditation. And usually Fridays we do healing for either prosperity healing or emotional healing or both. And in this case, since we're have a class this weekend, then we're setting up tonight. I won't be able to do the evening one. So we'll do the prosperity healing now, and we'll also include emotional healing in it. So before we start, let's ask for blessing, shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints of all traditions, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokok Sui Mahagu Mailing, we humbly ask for divine light, divine love, divine guidance, help, healing, and divine protection. We thank you in full faith. So be it. Right. So before we do the healing, again, we always want to know why we're doing it, what we're doing. It's very, very important to have your mental faculties involved in the matter. I share this with you because especially when it comes to prosperity healing, throughout the years, this is 30-some years I've been doing this, I've noticed that there's a tendency for people on the spiritual path when it comes to money and prosperity to either one, shun away from it because they think spirituality and materialism don't work together, or number two, there's a certain level of, I can't even put a name to it, let's just say, weirdness, if you want to call it that way, where they say, they want to be prosperous, and they make all these affirmations. And then if you ask them, okay, what's your plan? They go, I don't know. I'm waiting for the universe to tell me. I go, what's your target? I just want to be successful, want to be happy. It's too airy-fairy. And unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. You don't become successful accidentally. You don't just say, I'm getting divine guidance, and since I'm not getting it yet, I'll wait for it to show up and let's see what happens. Doesn't work that way. Okay? What happens is you have a certain objective, right? In order to have that objective, you have to know where you are. And from there, you have to have certain tasks that you have to accomplish to get there. I know somebody saying, yeah, but I read that, wherever you're going, you would go with all your heart. You already know my comment to that, right? That's actually an ancient Chinese saying. Wherever you go with all your heart. However, bring your brain with you. Go with all your heart, but bring your brain with you. And the way I love it is, I remember my teacher, Master Chokok Sui, he would always ask me, okay, what's your target? I said, Master, what do you mean your target? Well, how many souls do you want to transform this year? How many people you want to teach pranic healing to? I go, Master, as many as possible. He goes, no, it doesn't work that way. You have to have a target. I say, Master, I want to teach 1,000 students. Okay, how are you going to get there? No, you have to sit down and plan. So, sit down. Okay, where are you now? Where do you want to be 1 year? Where do you want to be 5 years? Where do you want to be 10 years? That's not what I expected from a spiritual teacher. I was expecting it's okay. The information will come to you at the right time when it's meant to be, karmically. No, he just said, sit down. What is your target? Where are you now? How are you going to get there? Okay. And every year he will ask me, okay, where are you now? So even if it's something to do with spirituality, you still have to engage in planning or strategizing, executing, and achieving. And it's beautiful when I attended Business Mastery with Tony Robbins. He calls it a roadmap. You have to map. It's not only a plan, it's a map. So a map means I know where I'm at. I know the terrain. This is my target. And at any given time, I know where I'm at the map. Which leads me to why the quote I chose for today, I was meditating on it, it's beautiful, by Sun Tzu, The Art of War. Plan for what is difficult while it is easy. Do what is great while it is small. Again, let's do it again. Plan for what is difficult while it is easy. Do what is great while it is small. Now, what does that mean? You look at your objective. What is it? Now, along the way, you're going to have obstacles, okay? You want to use the word challenges, whatever. Pick the word that will make you happy. The point is, it's not going to be a smooth sailing. True? You're going to have speed bumps. Again, whatever words you will use is what you're comfortable with. But the point of the matter is, whatever your objective is, it's not going to be a cakewalk. So you plan ahead of it. You go, okay, these are the possible obstacles. These are the possible challenges. These are the possible big rocks that you come across. How do I deal with them while they're not there yet, while they're not here yet? Who are the possible people who could oppose my plan? What are the possible economic conditions that could come up that might derail my plans? You plan ahead of it while things are still doing well. To be forewarned is to be forewarned ahead of time. You can get yourself ready. Now, by the way, Sun Tzu, like in Chinese, Sun Tzu, actually, the name of the book is called The Art of War. It's taught in West Point. It's taught in most business schools. It's not the art of war. Ping Fa, the actual translation, is not art of war. You just make it more romanticized, art of war, so people buy it. Ping Fa means military strategy. That's the actual meaning. That's the actual translation of the book. And it's brilliant. Unfortunately, some people say, no, it's too much thinking. No, it's how you strategize your life. You want to be successful in anything, with your health, your relationships, your finances, even your spiritual development. As I always say, you don't become a saint by accident. You don't wake up one day, ding, I'm enlightened. It doesn't work that way. In fact, when people I remember many years ago, I asked my teacher, I said, Master, I've heard some people talk about instant enlightenment. He started smiling and go, instant enlightenment, huh? Very interesting. It's not actually instant enlightenment. You see, they're just looking at the end result. It's just like when the mother gives birth, the baby comes out, but it took 9 months of gestation. So they just use the word instant enlightenment to make it sellable. So if a person has an experience of enlightenment, they either worked with the entire, how many lifetimes the soul developed, learned their lessons, and it's just at that point, when they had that realization of that so-called oneness with God and enlightenment, it's already a byproduct of a series of smaller enlightenments or realizations. Make sense? I mean, when it comes to finance, short of winning in the lottery, you look at people who are successful in their finances, what happened? They worked at it. Now, they might be luckier than other people where, it was less obstacles, but regardless, they had to go through a process. Now, why is this very, very important? When you're on the spiritual path, you have to look at the world objectively. I've seen so many people through the years, and I'm sharing this with you just out of emotional frustration because I want to help them so much, but they use spirituality as an excuse to be a lazy ass. Literally. Well, I'm waiting for the download. I'm waiting for the inspiration to come. I go, in the meantime, what are you doing? Nothing, because I want to be open. I don't want to obstruct the divine plan. What if the divine plan is for you to move your ass towards your objective, and then as you're going through, inspiration will help you navigate through it? Oh, I never thought of it that way. That's how you harness intuition. Intuition doesn't mean you sit on your ass and just wait. Well, I'm not getting a lightning bolt yet, so maybe I just sit here and be open for it to happen. Yeah, 30, 40 years will go by and you still be broke. What if the lesson for the soul at that lifetime is called constancy of aim and effort towards your objective? What if that's the lesson of the soul? Oh, I never thought of it that way. Exactly the point. What is your target? Where do you see yourself 1 year from now? 2 years from now, 5 years from now, whatever. You have to have a plan. I remember for me, so to just, you don't think that I'm perfect. I have my total, I have my share of total screw ups. And I remember many years ago, thank God it's many years ago, about 30 some years ago, finances were so difficult. It was so difficult. I'm thinking, man, I gotta pay the mortgage. Where the heck am I gonna get the money? This is like 30 some years ago. And I distinctly remember one day it just hit me like somebody just shoved a, I don't know, a dagger into my heart that says, enough. I do not want to ever feel like this again. To be so helpless, to be so uncertain about how I'm going to pay my bills and my financial future. Enough. And at that point, somehow something switched on. They go, enough. I will never be in this position again. And from then on, it's just like full speed ahead. Anything get out of my way, get in my way, either get out of my way, I go through you. I know, loving kindness was not one of my strengths at that time, and just kept charging forward. Luckily, I met my teacher, and he gave me a little more instructions, slapped me around, gave me direction. And it was always just a charging bull, keep going forward. But it made a difference, a huge difference, when the decision was made. Enough. So I remember when I attended UPW, Unleash the Power Within, with Tony Robbins, I remember he was saying, you have to find your leverage. What is the pain that will take to make you change course? If you're too comfortable, you will sit on your ass and don't do anything. I've seen this with so many people. I know one guy, he's in sales, okay? And he has a huge market. I'm going to tell you what it is because some of you know him. He makes enough to pay his bills. He relaxes. I'm going, there's money on the table for you. You're in this industry where there's a big demand. You work an extra few hours, you could double, quadruple your income. What are you doing? Well, I don't want to get too stressed out. And then what happens is when money's going down, he has to pay more bills, or he has to travel, then he'll work harder. He's been doing this for, 20, 30 years maybe. I'm going, you're asking for your own suffering. Now, of course, on the other spectrum is somebody like me. Even though there was way a lot more that I've accumulated through hard work and, of course, divine blessings, it's never enough. Because I kept pushing. Because that's the way I was taught by my teacher. No matter how many students you've taught, there's always more that need to be enlightened. And I remember my teacher, every time he comes to the United States, he would just put a fire under my ass. He would go, I remember this many years ago. He goes, Austria has a much smaller population compared to the United States. This is like 20 some years ago. Austria has like 20, maybe less than 20% the population of the US. And yet the person teaching pranic healing there has taught more students percentage-wise in that country than most places in the world. And I sat there going, and he knew just what to say. And then he just says, so, what is the population of the United States? Oh, I know where he's going with it. And what percentage have you tapped? And then he walks away. I'm going, and he knew. Boom! Light up the rocket fuel. What is your rocket fuel? What will make you more motivated to move forward? With your finances, with your health, with your relationships, your spiritual development. Let's talk about health so you don't think it's just about money. What would it take for you to change your habits? To eat better, to exercise, to rest better, and so on and so on. Some people, it happens when they're hit with a severe ailment or they have a health scare. Suddenly they notice that they're having chest pains, or suddenly they notice that they're having dizzy spells. And then they get to the doctor checked it. Oh, by the way, this enzyme is elevated, or your cholesterol, or you have a heart block, whatever it is. Then, and then that is the rocket fuel they need to move forward. What is yours? Your relationships. You're just cruising along. Okay. Until what? Until things explode? How about your spiritual development? Well, at least I don't have stress. That's good enough for you? Well, I did have one meditation many years ago when I traveled to a certain sacred place and experienced intense love and joy. Okay. And, I'd love to have that. You think that's just going to happen out of nowhere because you want it? Oh. You see, just because you're on the spiritual path, does that mean you leave your brain in the car? I used to always tell people that. Because they think just because they're on the spiritual path, they stop thinking and strategizing. So you plan, okay, what is my target? That's using your will. Next, after that, you go, okay, why do I want it? That's where leverage comes in. He goes, because the situation I have right now is not acceptable. Is it painful enough? Not yet. So ask yourself a simple question. What pain do you have to encounter for you to turn on your rocket fuel to move towards your goal? So that's what we always go back to. What is your objective? Why you want to get there? Because, man, I don't want this anymore. Okay, then strategize. Plan it out. What are the tasks involved for you to get there? What are the small rocks you need to get and remove to get to the big rocks? To remove those to get to your objective. If not, time will go by and you go, man, I wasted all that time. It's called regret. So you guys better stop typing and start listening. Where are you now? Look at the map. It's like, like when you have a map that you're going to go to a certain place. You look at the map. Here's where I'm at. This is what I'm going to get to. How do I get there? Is it a straight line? Is it going to go around mountains? Is it going to, we have stoplights? Is it going to be, what is it? From there, plan it out. So when it comes to prosperity, abundance, health, whatever is your objective in your life, look for your target. Why do you want to achieve that target? List down the tasks that need to be worked on to get there. And then the last part, where you heard this so many times already, put a deadline on each one of them. It cannot be one of the, when I get the signal from above. You could be hit by a lightning bolt, figuratively speaking, and you wouldn't know it because you're just sitting there and doing nothing. That so-called lightning bolt is what you call inspiration. You already have a plan, you have a target, and something just gives you an idea. Boom. Oh, by the way, you can do this, this is going to reach my goal faster. Or these might be the people I can reach out to that will help me get to my objective faster. Make sense? Have all your tasks lined up. Put a schedule on each one. To be more specific, a deadline. Some people, I don't like the word deadline, it's so negative. That's your problem. You're stuck with useless words. In other words, put a timeline on each one on when you're going to be accountable to accomplish that task. And from there, as Nike says, just do it. And the last part, always have a backup plan. Some of you go, backup plan, but I don't like backup plans because the backup plans means that I might not succeed. That's nonsense. People who are very, very intelligent realize that this is the target. I've thought it through. I've thought of every possible scenario. But just in case this doesn't work out, this is the backup. Plan A, Plan B, Plan B, Plan C. And some people go, well, but Tony says, burn all your ships and conquer the island. Yes, he did say that. But if you listen carefully, he'd say, whatever your objective is, what if that doesn't work? Change your approach. If that doesn't work, what do? Change your approach. If that doesn't work, what do? Change your approach. What are you doing? You say, if this strategy doesn't work, this is the backup plan. The same thing. If this doesn't work, use this approach. Use this approach. In other words, you keep going, you keep going, you keep going. If the objective is in front of you, the way my teacher explained this, if there's a big rock in front of you, don't just sit there and watch it. Oh, man. Oh, well. No, you go, okay, there's a big rock. Can I go, be like water. Can I go around it, on top of it, below it? I guess I'll blast through it. Make sense? So, before we do our meditation, let me just reiterate what we said. According to Sun Tzu, the author of The Art of War, which is actually military strategy in Chinese, plan for what is difficult while it is easy. Do what is great while it is small. That's it. Let's meditate. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers, to my beloved and respected teacher, Master Tsokok Sui Mahaguju Meiling, we humbly ask for divine light, divine love. Thank you for your guidance, your healing, help, and divine protection. We thank you in full faith. So it is. Now put your hands in your heart area. Okay, you can stop typing now. Your fingers, put them together like this. I am that I am. I'm not the body. I'm not the emotion or the thoughts. I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I am that. The soul, the spiritual self. I am connected in one to my higher soul. I am connected in one with the divine spirit in me. I am a child of God. I am one with God. I am one with all. There's only oneness. Just be still. There's only oneness. Now open your hands in blessing. Imagine the earth in front of you. We'll do the meditation Twin Hearts as taught to us by my teacher, Grandmaster Tsokok Sui. Be aware of your heart and your hands. Fill the earth with beautiful pink light. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow unconditional love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. There's so many people in the world right now going through very difficult times. May they be blessed with hope and with faith and a better life. There are people in Ukraine who are going through difficult times, in Iran, in Maui, Hawaii, where the fires are going on. Many places in the world where people are suffering. Unfortunately, a lot of them their news of what's going on never reach the global news network, so people are not aware of it. Places in Africa, the Middle East, different parts of Asia, North, Central, South America, Australia, different parts of the world. May all who are suffering be blessed with hope and with faith and a better life. So be it. So be it. Where there's darkness, let me sow light. Darkness, is the absence of spiritual light, or the ignorance of one's true nature, a being of light. May all be blessed with spiritual awakening and enlightenment. So be it. And where there's sadness, let me sow joy. Just be with your heart in your hands and just fill the earth with peace, with love, with the spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith, with light and lots of joy. So be it. Blessings be to all. Now be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. Just be aware of your crown. Your crown is filled with so much golden light. Allow the golden light from your crown to flow down through your hands and fill the entire earth. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and with kindness. May all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. May all be blessed, so be it. And so it is. Just keep your tongue in the roof of your mouth, be still, and let the blessings flow through us. Now be aware of your heart, your crown simultaneously. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your entire body and exhale. One more time, be aware of your heart, your crown. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your entire body and gently exhale. Let the loving energy fill your entire being. Be aware of your heart, your crown. Take a deep breath. Exhale. This time, project brilliant electric violet, divine energy, and golden light towards the entire earth. Fill the earth with brilliant, brilliant golden light. Our hearts are one, our souls are one, our spirits are one. From the center of the heart of God, through my spirit, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with loving kindness. May all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with inner peace and inner healing. May all be healed of their pain, sorrow, and suffering in any way. So be it. Can you feel the blessings flowing through you? Just let it flow through you. May all be blessed with understanding, harmony, goodwill, and the willingness to do good. So be it. So be it. So it is. Now gently lower your hands. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your tongue in the roof of your mouth. Just be still. Imagine a miniature sun, a brilliant, brilliant light just floating a few inches above your head. Just be still. Look at that light. I am not the body. I am that light. I'm not any of my emotions. I am that light. I'm not any of my thoughts. I am that light. That light am I. Be still. Amen. Your consciousness is drifting deeper and deeper into that brilliant golden sun. Amen. Om. Your awareness and your consciousness have completely merged with the brilliant light. You and that brilliant light are one. Be still. Be aware of the silence, the inner stillness, and the brilliant light. And just simply let go and let things be now. Just let go. Be still will take you higher. Just let things happen. Gently, very slowly, very gently and slowly come back to your body. Move your fingers, move your toes. Very gently and slowly come back. Raise your hands in blessing. Let's release the excess energies that your body cannot absorb. First, picture the people you love in your life in front of you. Fill them with lots of golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with much happiness, with abundance and prosperity, and spiritual oneness. So be it. Now picture or visualize the financial goals that you have. Where do you want to be? Or your health goals. What is your target? Relationships, health, whatever your target is, visualize it in front of you. Project massive amounts of golden light. May all these wishes and goals be divinely blessed. May all this manifest and materialize properly soon, so be it. With God's blessing, so it is. May you be divinely blessed, so be it. May your wishes be divinely blessed, so it is. As your heart desires, so it is. Now be aware of your feet. Be aware of your feet and the base of your spine. Project golden light downwards. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. So be it, and so it is. Okay, let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers, we thank you. We thank you for all the blessings. To my teacher, Master Chokok Sui Mahagiju Mailing, thank you. In full faith, so it is. Okay, you can slowly open your eyes. I hope you had a good meditation. We added extra special sauce on the silence. I don't know if you noticed it. If you let go, really let go, you've gone higher. Okay, so I hope you got something out of the lecture this morning or this afternoon if you're in Europe and we're a part of the world. In Australia, I think it's evening already. absorb what you have learned and apply it. That's the most important part. Just a quick announcement. We're not having the Anchor Light for the second part today because we'll be setting up for the Kriya Shakti, the prosperity class for this weekend. And also next weekend, I'll be where am I? In Chicago. All right, but we should have the Anchor Light meditation next Monday and Wednesday. And just added, I will be also in Switzerland. I believe it's September, I forgot, 13, I think, September 13, for Achieving Oneness with the Higher Soul. Okay, we'll post this information. I know some of you in Europe want to attend one of our classes, so I'll be there for a one-day class in Switzerland. I think it's in Zurich. All right. Namaste, everyone. You all take care. I wish you much happiness, joy, abundance, and prosperity. As we always say in the Chinese tradition, may you be healthy. May you be happy, healthy, and wealthy. I think that covers everything. Namaste, God bless, and we will see you. And again, the lesson today, according to Sun Tzu, in his book, The Art of War or Military Strategy, plan for what is difficult while it is small. Do what is great while it is small. No. Plan for what it is difficult while it is easy. Do what is great while it is small. Just want to read that right. Okay. Bye. Take good care. God bless. Namaste.